I do got something. So, I want to talk a little bit about, because at the end of the game, I got some questions about going for two. And I kind of want to talk about that specific situation. But I also kind of want to talk big picture of what I struggle with, and maybe next summer at the barbecue, you guys can fill me in on your perspective, because it's probably not the setting for this right now. But so going for two in that situation, we looked at the classic 2-point chart, which said go for it. We used our analytics stuff, which said go for it. We decided to go for it partly because we're on the road, not playing as well as we thought we should be at the time. And if we picked up the 2-point conversion, it increased our chances and put us in a better situation. If we didn't pick it up, we still were going to have to overcome those points at some point. At the end of the day, here's the thing I struggle with. A lot of these decisions are not clear-cut. There's some that are, but there's a lot that are not clear-cut. It's a gut feel. And what I struggle with is when those decisions, and again, I already told you, the 2-point chart said go for it, the analytics stuff said go for it, but then opinions are stated as facts. And I struggle with that. I struggle with things that go on when it comes to discipline, and people know very little of the story but have really strong opinions on how things are supposed to play out. I'll give you another example. The end of the game. We're trying to decide, do we go onsides kick? Everybody know what I'm talking about. End of the game. Do you go onsides kick there? Or do you kick it deep, hold them, and burn your timeouts? Right? We decided to kick it deep. We decided to do a squib kick. You guys probably saw me bring them over there because I was hoping with a squib kick, we have a chance of maybe pinning them inside the 25 because every yard mattered at that point. And you never know. With one guy deep having to cover the whole field, you kick it on an angle, you may go down and recover it. He may bobble it, which he did bobble it. We stopped them, went 3 and out. I burned the timeouts. That was the right decision. Why? Why was that the right decision? Because it worked. Because we stopped them. They went 3 and out, and I burned the timeouts. If they would have picked up 2 first downs and ended the game, I would have been getting my butt ripped in the press conference for why didn't you go onsides kick? You're missing my point. My point is sometimes the decisions are clear-cut, and I get it. And I make mistakes. A lot of people make mistakes. But when things are gray, and things are stated as facts, I struggle with that. When I see people criticizing decisions on discipline, and I'm not just talking about my program, and you don't have all the facts, that I just struggle with things being stated as facts when they're not. They're opinions. And a lot of times it's based on how it plays out. If I went for 2 early in the game and we picked up the 2, it's a great decision. We threw a screen. We had 3 guys. They had 2. If we run inside and score, we get 2. It's a great situation. So I'm not saying I'm always right. But it's easy after the fact to say that was a bad decision when we don't execute. Now, at the end of the day, I'll be the first one to admit, I'm ultimately responsible for making sure that we execute the decision. So I don't want you to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm still responsible for all of it, and I'll take it. But I will tell you, that's where my frustration comes from sometimes. And doing this for 24 years, that's the hard part. Once again, you disagree with me, and you're more than welcome to. I'm stating my opinion on how I kind of see it. So I appreciate you guys listening to me and let me vent for a few minutes, but it is on to Indiana, and I'll look forward to not answering any more questions about last week in Minnesota.